Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, Episode 11 called Gingerbread. And you know what? I kind of have a feeling that this episode is going to be a little bit calmer. The fact is that we've had a lot of really intense episodes and I feel like we need another sort of like band candy. And I feel like just based on the name of this episode, it seems like a calmer episode. But the thing is that this episode technically is the middle of Season 3. So anytime now, I feel like there's going to be a really big episode that's just going to change everything and set up what, the rest of Season 3 is going to be like. And I think it's going to be a lot more focused on the mayor and on Trick. I don't think this is the episode though. And this is the part where I'm going to say if you have not seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer like to its end, or if you have not seen Angel, please do not watch my reaction videos because I'm about to talk of somewhat of a spoiler. Which is about Wes, which I have been dying for him to show up since 301 because I really thought that he would, and he hasn't. And I feel like if he is going to be showing up on Season 3, I feel like it would be right around now. So I guess this is my wishful thinking. I'm gonna be looking for Wes a little bit harder now because I was really doing that in, the end of Season 2 and the beginning of Season 3, and then I kind of forgot about him for a bit. I was like, nah, he's not gonna show up right now. But now it feels like a time he could appear. But yeah, this episode definitely has a lot to unpack just because of everything that happened in the last one. So I'm extremely curious to see how this dynamic in between Buffy and Angel is gonna play out because, these two, they're like the definition of like enemies to lovers kind of thing, and it's just fascinating because I don't know how they're going to be able to deal with all this and what the heck they're going to do, but I just know that they've tried to be apart so many times and it has never really worked. And so maybe this is the beginning of Buffy and Angel getting back together romantically, but I don't know if they're still going to keep somewhat of a distance. So I don't know, but I definitely feel as if the last episode brought in Angel a little bit more back into the group. So hopefully we're gonna get to see more of that in this episode. Right now, I'm calm. I'm like, you guys already wrecked me in the last episode, so it's not like you can hurt me more than they already have. So yeah, we should be fine. So yeah, thank you all for watching and let's do it.
Is it a vampire?
Mom, what are you doing here?
I brought you a snack. I thought it was about time for me to come out and watch. The slaying.
Why?
The slaying is kind of an alone thing.
But it's such a big part of your life, and I'd like to understand it. It's, something we could share.
Actually,
so
it's
cute.
pretty dull, it's...
Buffy, he's over here!
Oh my God!
Oh God,
Mr.
Joyce!
Sanderson from the bank. He's getting away!
Stay!
Oh please, I'm so scared something else is gonna come after Joyce right now. I swear to God, if Trick and the mayor kidnap Joyce, I will be losing my shit. Oh, eek. Eek. Oh. Okay. I was worried that this was going to be the episode where they're going to get Joyce in danger because I feel like after she found out about Buffy being a Slayer, I'm just waiting for the moment where somebody's going to kidnap her or somebody's going to put her in like really big danger. So for a second I thought, is this that moment? But I don't think it is yet. So I'm back to being calm. Even though it was weird to see Joyce observing Buffy, I feel like they're just so different parts of her life.
They were little kids. Did you see them? They're so tiny.
I saw.
Who could do something like this?
I'm so sorry that you had to see this. But I promise everything's gonna be okay.
How?
Because I'm gonna find whatever did it.
I guess. It's just you can't. You can't make it right.
I know. I'm sorry. But I'll take care of everything, I promise.
There. Find me the thing that uses the symbol and point me at it. What? Giles, speak.
Oh, sorry. No, I just wonder if we're looking for a thing. I mean, the use of a symbol on a victim like this suggests a ritual murder, an occult sacrifice by a group.
A group of human beings. Someone with a soul did this?
Buffy's gonna kill him.
Hey, Amy, I like your new hair.
Which Amy?
I haven't seen you all day. Where you been?
Not with me. No, sir. Ask anyone. No.
Are you dating Amy, sir?
She picked last night of all nights for a surprise bonding visit.
God, your mom would actually take the time to do that with you? That really wasn't the point of the story, was it?
No, the point is she's completely wigging.
Who's wigging?
Everyone. You know, because of what happened.
A cult. Like witches.
Sorry, phlegm, too much dairy.
Oh, I know you kids think that stuff's cool. Buffy told me to dabble.
Right, absolutely. That's me. I'm a dabbler.
This hall is about school, and you're about home. Mix them, my world dissolves.
It's just,
Exactly.
I keep thinking about who could have done such a thing. I have to help.
Well, Giles can always use help in the
I
library.
called everybody I know in town. I told them about the dead children. They're all just as upset as I am.
You called everybody that you know?
And they called all their friends. And guess what? We're setting up a vigil for tonight for City Hall. The mayor is even going to be there. Now we are going to get some action. Well, I'm sure there won't be all that many people.
Joyce, sweetie. You fucked up. This is gonna backfire.
At least your mom's making an effort. My mom's probably standing right in front of me right this second. Mom?
Hello. I didn't know you were going to be here. Oh, hi, Bunny.
Hi.
Mom, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I read about it in the paper and went with your dad out of town. Oh, you cut off your hair. Well, that's a new look.
Yeah, it's just a sudden whim I had in August.
Mr. Mayor, you're dead wrong. This is not a good town. How many of us have lost someone who just disappeared? Or got skinned? Or suffered neck rupture?
Shut up, Joyce.
And how many of us have been too afraid to speak out? This isn't our town anymore. It belongs to the monsters and the witches and the slayers.
Joyce, what are you doing?
I say it's time for the grown-ups to take Sunnydale back. I say we start by finding the people who did this and making them pay.
Guess we found our witch. You can't be involved in this, Amy. You wouldn't do this to me. What? 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 Willow? What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Are you trying to make me think Willow's a killer?
Get in my face and you'll find out.
I love
No
that
problem
they're
here.
scared of Buffy.
We're walking.
If you're gonna hang with them, expect badness. Because that's what you get when you hang with freaks and losers. Believe me, I know.
Courtney, don't be mean.
That was a pointed comment about me hanging with you guys.
Yeah, I got that one. Besides, witches didn't do it.
Actually, I think they may have. My research keeps bringing me back to European Wiccan covens.
Hey, Buff. What you looking for? You want to borrow something? What is this? A doodle. I do doodle. You too. You do doodle too.
No pathetic whining about students' rights. Just a long row of lockers and a man with a key.
Well, that's not
Just took some
gonna
kids away.
be
What are they
good.
looking for? Witch stuff.
just how is blood rights and sacrifices appropriate material for a public school library? Chess club branching out?
This is not over.
Oh, I should say it's just beginning. Fight it if you want. Just remember, lift a finger against me and you'll have to answer to Moo.
Answer to Moo? Did that sentence just make some sense that I'm not in on?
Mother is opposed to the occult. A powerful new group.
And who came up with that lame name?
That would be the founder. I believe you call her Mom.
Joyce, you are royally fucking up.
I can do stuff. Nothing bad or dangerous, but I can do spells.
You think you can, and that's what concerns me. The delusions.
Mom, how would you know what I can do? I mean, the last time we had a conversation over 3 minutes, it was about the patriarchal bias of the Mr. Rogers show.
You're grounded.
Grounded? This is the first time ever I've done something you don't like and I'm grounded? I'm supposed to mess up. I'm a teenager, remember?
You're upset. I hear you.
No, Ma, hear this. I'm a rebel. I'm having a rebellion.
Willow, honey, you don't need to act out like this to prove your specialness.
No, I'm not acting out. I'm a witch. I can make pencils float. And I can summon the 4 elements. Okay, 2, but 4 soon. And I'm dating a musician.
Oh, Willow.
You have to let me handle this. It's what I do.
But is it really? I mean, you patrol, you slay. Evil pops up, you undo it, and that's great. But is Sunnydale getting any better? Are they running out of vampires?
I don't think that you run out of...
It's not your fault. You don't have a plan. You just react to things. It's bound to be kind of fruitless. Just trying to make things better.
I know, Joyce, but you're not actually
You are.
doing it. What
There's
the
bad people
fuck?
out there.
And we can't sleep
Not until you hurt them.
the way they hurt us.
My mom said some things to me about being the Slayer. That it's fruitless. No fruit for Buffy.
She's wrong.
Is she? Is setting down any better than when I first came here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I battle evil. But I don't really win. The bad keeps coming back and getting stronger.
I do know it's important to keep fighting. I learned that from you.
But we never,
Never win.
not completely.
Never will. That's not why we fight. We do it because there's things worth fighting for. Those kids, their parents.
We know everything about their deaths. We don't even know their names.
Well, sure we do. It's on the tip of my tongue.
No, it never came up. Ever.
And if no one knows who they are, where did these pictures come from?
Just assume someone had the details. I never really.
Wait,
Those are...
the same kids.
50 years ago.
1899, Utah. 2 children. Rural community torn apart by suspicion.
100 years ago? How is this possible?
There's no mention of who they were.
They've never been seen alive, just dead. A lot.
Ah, there were more articles. Every 50 years. All the same.
It seems I've been rather close-minded.
So, you believe me?
I believe you, dear. Now all I can do is let you go with love.
Let me go? What does that mean? Mom?
Now, wait a minute.
And in some language, that's English?
Fairy tales are real.
Hans and
What?
Gretel?
Wait. Hansel and Gretel? Breadcrumbs, ovens, gingerbread house?
Of course. It makes sense now.
Yeah, it's all falling into place.
We really have to talk. Time to go. Oh, and get your coat. It's chilly out.
Go where?
I said get your coat, witch.
Did you speak with the families on Sycamore Street?
Yes, I did.
Great.
Look, there's more to this than we...
Holy fuck.
You were right. It was easy.
I told you. It gets even easier. But I'm still scared of the bad girls. You have to stop them. You have to make them go away.
Mom, you don't want this.
Since when does it matter what I want? I wanted a normal, happy daughter. Instead, I got a Slayer.
Everybody is gonna know. Joyce!
Thanks. This has been so trying. You've been such a champ.
Oh, you too, Joyce.
We should stay close, have lunch.
Oh, I'd like that. How nice.
They hurt us. Burn them.
Mom, dead people are talking to you. Do the math.
I'm sorry, Buffy.
Mom, look at me. You love me. You're not gonna be able to live with yourself if you do this.
You earned this. You toyed with unnatural forces. What kind of a mother would I be if I didn't punish you?
Stop them!
Nice, Gordy!
Die Macht der Heckaffe, die Masken wegzuhalten. Das Böse soll das Gesicht des Bösen tragen.
You like that, huh? How about some more? Come on, fire! Cordelia, put out the fire!
Oh, right.
Okay, I think I like the two little ones more than the one big one.
Come on, super strength Buffy. Oh!
Did I get it? Did I get it?
We're here to save you.
Goddess of creatures, great and small, I conjure thee to withdraw.
Oh!
Maybe we should get her one of those wheel thingies.
Poor Amy! She's not gonna show up in the next season because she's still gonna be a rat. Okay, so it's time to discuss the episode. I wanted to say that it was a calmer episode, but I kind of really don't think it was. And at this point, I feel like it's still kind of keeping the streak of amazing episodes because I really liked this one too. I feel like season 3 is very, very strong so far. This was a completely different monster of the week that worked and was just so interesting. And again, they still, you know, kept this idea of having like, of when the spell or whatever the heck is the monster affects everybody in the whole town. Apparently I really like it when they do that, and it was really badass. And for a second, you know, I was like, damn, did Joyce just like out her Buffy as a slayer to like the whole town? But I'm glad that they don't seem to remember things. But it was so interesting to see Joyce as the bad guy, kind of. And she wasn't even, it's like she wasn't even that much of a bad guy. I feel like it still kept this Buffy idea, which I love, which is the fact that sometimes it's a little bit hard to pick a side, and that you can sort of understand the evils. In some cases, you can sort of understand the evil side, and I think that this was one of them. Obviously, they pushed it to an extreme, especially with Joyce and Willow's mom, you know, but at a certain point, I feel like you can understand the outrage of mothers after having seen, you know, 2 kids who just died. And the plot twist of them being Hansel and Gretel was literally genius. Like, this episode had some pretty great plot twists, because I have to admit that until they mentioned Hansel and Gretel, I had no idea what the name of the episode was. Gingerbread. I was like, I don't know who came up with this title, but they just put like a random word and just hope for the best. But then it made so much sense, and I loved how they incorporated fairy tales into it. It was just really, really genius and completely unexpected, and I digged it. And they really played around with more than one plot twist though, because when I saw Amy and Willow with the sign, I was like, damn, are they doing something like bad? I thought that maybe the witches were like possessed and they weren't really remembering the spells that they were doing. You know, there was something that was forcing them to do spells. That's what I thought was going on. So I got really scared there for a second when I saw that Willow was messed up with that symbol. But I really like the route that they took because it was just really interesting to see Joyce and Willow's mom bonding to try and kill their daughters. Like, it feels evil to say that that was interesting, but it really was. And I really want to talk about Willow's mom because it was really, really interesting to meet her. I wasn't expecting it. No offense, she sucks. Like, I don't know if she's gonna change kind of like how Joyce changed, because I definitely did not like Joyce in the first season. It took me season 2 to start appreciating Joyce, and now I really like her. So I don't know if Willow's mom is also going to have a character arc like this, where we sort of get to see her grow and become a better mother and just we understand her more. But I honestly don't think so, because everything that I assumed about Joyce of like not caring about Buffy is literally like confirmed with Willow's mom. Like, I know that they blew things out of proportion, you know, but the beginning shows us really what, like, where their relationship is at, and they don't really have a relationship. And that was heartbreaking because that's not how I saw things. I definitely imagined the pressure aspect of it. I imagined that this was the sort of pressure that she put on Willow, but I thought that because of that, she would definitely be an overprotective mother who just analyzed everything Willow did and sort of criticized it, or was like, oh, you should have done this, or like, please do this, you know, like very controlling. And surprisingly so, she doesn't seem controlling, but she does seem like she still puts the pressure on Willow anyways. So honestly, poor Willow, because it's like she got the worst. I'm gonna have to ask Joyce to adopt Willow too. So yeah, I mean, 2 Slayers and a witch. I think Joyce can handle that. For a second, I was worried that they were also gonna be leaning into the Joyce and Giles thing this episode, because this was very much a Joyce episode. And they did a little bit. They definitely set it up, the awkwardness after Band Candy. This scene made it pretty clear that both of them have feelings for each other, and they know that they have feelings for each other, so I guess they're gonna need to address it at a certain point. But I am still not on board with that because, you know, the last episode especially brought up all the Jenny feelings, and then just seeing Giles struggle with computers this episode, I was like, well, we know who can help you with that. But unfortunately, Jenny's dead. Yeah, I know that. And I know he needs to move on. And I'm really trying to accept Joyce as a love interest, because this is clearly where that storyline is going. And as much as I hate to say it, they kind of feel like a romance that can last for a hell of a long time. It really felt like a completely Monster of the Week episode, but at the same time, you know, bringing the mayor in and bringing Snyder in and just having them help out the evil side, and the evil side being Joyce, was pretty interesting. The ending of the episode was more Cordy focused, and I loved it because it had a very season 1 Cordy vibe. I don't know why, but I feel like she made snarky comments every time that she opened her mouth. She made me want to laugh. So her comments were like right on brand. Her motivations were right on brand, and it again had this whole idea of Cordy not wanting to be a part of this but she ends up kind of getting dragged into it anyways and has to help. Unfortunately, her relationship with Xander really fucked up everything, and I can't say that I'm surprised, you know, but I was happy about it in the sense that, oh, this relationship is being good right now because Cordy is so involved. Because of Xander, she's always hanging out with them, and that just made me happy. But what I didn't realize is that the second that they broke up, now she can't really go back. Like, it's just awkward. And so I would much rather they never, like, if they had never gotten into that relationship and that Cordy had gone into the group on her own and not just for being Xander's girlfriend, because I feel like then she would still be there. Because right now, Cordy just feels hella alone. I guess we should talk about Angel, because the Buffy and Angel scene was, again, outstanding. Oh, like, the writing for Buffy and Angel's talks right now have been, like, amazing. I don't really have words to describe it because I feel like it's always so deep. It's always about more than what they make it seem like. It's just some absolutely amazing quotes, and their tension right now is like, oof, it's hard to cope. I keep waiting for them to be able to get back to the place that they were, but a part of me worries that they're never going to be able to. I don't know. I feel like even if you don't ship Buffy and Angel, you can appreciate the depths of their conversation and their connection. Another aspect of the episode that I thought was really interesting was to see Buffy comfort Joyce in the beginning of the episode. But also, I definitely think that Death is more normal around Buffy. Like, she's so used to it, which is horrible, but I feel like she's kind of started normalizing death and these horrible situations, because if she doesn't, she's kind of gonna go insane, so she has no other option but to sort of try and get used to it. And so it was interesting to see that, you know, at such a young age, Buffy has to get used to death while her own mother is, you know, just startled by it. Even though they were both sad, I feel like I don't want to take away Buffy's pain, because I know that it was hard for her to see it. But I thought it was very interesting to reverse those roles, and I feel like it tells us a lot about this character and how strong and mature Buffy needs to be in order to cope with everything that she does, because I feel like it's so easy to just forget. But there were some moments where Joyce, and even Buffy, you know, when she was talking to Angel, they were like, oh yeah, because I don't really make that much of an impact in Sunnydale, because the evil's always gonna be here. And I really wanted to be like, okay, Joyce, Buffandra, let's sit down right beside me and let's watch The Wish, because you guys need to understand that Buffy is crucial to Sunnydale, and that her work, yes, does make a difference. You can tell that that's a thought that has crossed her mind, you know, of, are the things that she's doing worth it? Does she make a difference? And I really wish that she could know that she does. And I feel like that's where the Wish episode comes in handy, because she might not be certain of it, but we as the audience, after having seen The Wish, we're definitely certain that her existence in Sunnydale definitely helps. I also really liked that we had Amy back, because I guess she is one of those characters that we get to see every season, and I kind of imagine her as an Ethan of sorts, because we sort of saw him in season 2 and then now in season 3, and I'm guessing he's gonna come back in season 4, and Amy gave me that same vibe. She feels like she changed so much, you know, and I was kind of worried that she became evil, you know, when we saw her, when they tried to fool us by making us think that Willow and her were evil. I actually bought it. I feel like if she were, when she comes back in season 4, if they were to make her into an evil character, I feel like it would make perfect sense. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. I love her, but I wouldn't doubt it. I think this is about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you all in the next episode, which I forgot to see the name, so let's see it. Okay, the name of the next episode is Helpless. Who is Helpless? Do I want to know? This feels like a sad episode. I'm just gonna not watch that. But anyways, yes, now I'm very worried about the next episode, which I will be recording soon. But thank you guys for watching this with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you in the next episode, so thank you.